Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in Alberta, every family, single parent, two parents, rich or poor, pay a school fee for every child. Now, contrary to what the government would like Albertans to think, these school fees aren't for luxuries. They are for things like supervision of students at lunchtime and participation in fitness activities. When the government is boasting about low personal taxes, I bet they aren't mentioning this regressive tax on parents. To the Minister of Education, is the minister planning on dumping this regressive school tax, a tax specifically on parents of students?
The Honourable Minister of Education.
Mr. Speaker, we take very seriously the role that local school boards play in providing quality education services to our students. It is up to local school boards to decide what fees they may or may not decide to apply to support their particular education programs. These are, of course, not to fund basic education services.
For supplemental.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. Back to the same minister. Well, given that the average school fee across Canada is $50 to $75 per student, but Albertans pay an average of $286 per student, how does the minister justify his government's policy that allows local boards to not only tax parents, but tax them at 4 to 5 times the rate of other Canadian provinces?
Honourable Minister of Education.
Mr. Speaker, I believe we lead the country, or almost at the top in the country, in terms of the amount of money that this government provides to local school authorities to provide quality education to children. Now, we leave it up to the local boards to decide if they want to augment that funding for non-basic education activities for children, and that is important that we provide that kind of a local autonomy for boards. We respect them, and we're not going to engage in directing them in that regard.
Thank you. Final supplemental.
Well, you've got to kind of square that circle there, Minister, because you're saying that you're providing them with money, but clearly not enough money, because they are having to tax parents. Let's say parents of 2 kids. That would be $572 cash on the barrelhead every September, or 3 kids, $858 cash up front every September. So clearly the ministry is not providing school boards, schools or parents enough money.
Minister of Education.
Well, Mr. Speaker, for the benefit of all members of the House, the education budget this year is about $7.6 billion. I said billion, Mr. Speaker. That's an increase of $413 million over the previous year, $38 million every day being spent to educate the children in Alberta. And as I said earlier, we are at the high end, Mr. Speaker, in this country of how much we spend per student. We have a great education system. We can be proud of it.